Hi, my name is Chike Zerusel, and I'm the CEO of AfriMuch Farms. First of all, I want to congratulate the Center for Social Awareness, Advocacy and Ethics on our 10th year anniversary. It has been a long way coming. The reason I'm so passionate about this is the thing which I currently do at AfriMuch. It was inspired by the center actually. I remember in 2014 I had a lot of ideas on things to do, but it was Father Gosby who told me to focus on this particular one, and they also funded some of this idea. So initially I was just a young person with a lot of ideas, so I didn't know what to pick. So it was Father Gosby who inspired me to go into this. So what we currently do at AfriMuch Farms is that we take waste, natural waste, specifically sawdust, which we are using at the moment, and we convert it into an edible form of protein, which is mushrooms. So maybe in a little while I'm going to take you inside so you get to see some of these things that we are doing. I want to invite you into our farm. So basically this is our fruiting room. This is where we get to fruit the mushrooms. As you can see, these are bags that we just opened this week, and some of them are fruiting already. So these are sawdust. Basically the basic material for this was sawdust, which is a waste actually, and it goes through some processes of pasteurization. We'll get to heat them up to kill other microorganisms, and then we'll get to infuse the seeds of the mushrooms. Many people will be asking, does mushroom have seeds? Of course it does. So that's how it produces in nature. Everything has seeds, even a human being. So that's what we do. We take that and put them in sawdust, and then you can see maybe 45 days later or thereabout, these are some of the results. So these ones that are currently growing, they're just coming out. So we're about to set up this room so that we can fill it up. These are the bags, they are ready. So when we get to hang them, we open them, they start fruiting. So this is one location actually. We have 3 locations. This is the fruiting area. This is where we currently fruit the mushrooms when they are ready. And we have other locations. We have our lab where we get to extract the seed from the mushroom, and then we have another area where our workers get to arrange the sawdust and prepare it for it to be ready for fruiting. So this is the second location. So let me go through a little bit of what happened at the onset. Initially in 2017, I got funding from the center to build a particular farm at Stack inside the Federal University of Technology, Owerri, and it was through Father God we were able to get that. So initially that was like our testing phase to get the process, because the mushroom industry is a virgin market, is a virgin industry here in Nigeria. So we're almost like the first to start trying it out, learning from our mistakes and all. And then in 2018 again, Father Gosby helped us to get enough funding to do another phase of the project. And at that point in time, he also got us a technical mentorship with Professor Kujako at the Federal University of Technology, also a professor in biotechnology. Currently, we supply a lot of the mushroom spawn, which is not really available in Nigeria. We supply to different states in Nigeria at this point, and we found very cost-effective ways of producing this thing, which is why the mushroom industry is still at a very, very low stage in Nigeria. So after we get the sawdust, the next thing actually is we get this sawdust, we mix it with another waste material. AfriMuch is just like a business of waste, converting waste into something very useful. So we get this sawdust, which is a waste, and we mix it with another waste material, which is rice bran. And so these are like bags of rice bran that we get. It's a source of nutrients. It's just like your fertilizer. It's a source of nutrient for the sawdust, which is not very nutritious. So if you go to Ebonyi State, you see heaps of these rice brands, and this is what we get, and we use it as a source of nutrients. We mix it with the sawdust. This is our mixer. This is our mixer. It was actually fabricated by us. We designed it because normally what is done in Africa, you see people using shovel and their hand to do a lot of this mixing. But what we do is we were able to fabricate this, and over time we should make it more mechanical. So it reduces our work by more than 7 times and all. We use it to mix, and then we also use wood ash. Yeah, I will not forget, as I said initially, we are a business of waste. So we have sawdust, which is one of the components. We have rice bran, which is another component, and then we also have wood ash. these are the things we get from after burning some things like sawdust and everything. So wood ash is a source of calcium. It's a source of calcium carbonates and all. So we mix these three components with water. After doing that, we get these bags. So these are the bags which we eventually produce the mushroom. In these bags is where you have all the things that the mushroom needs: water, the calcium carbonate, the calcium that you get from the wood ash, your rice bran and your sawdust. So after mixing all of that, we get to bag it. And after doing this process, so the next we get to do is to pasteurize it. As you can see, what I mean by pasteurization is by heating it. So we have these cooking stoves. We have these cooking stoves where we get to put waste sawdust. Now waste sawdust these are those bags you saw over there. Those are sometimes after 3 months or thereabout they stop fruiting or their yields get low. So what we do is that we get it and then we use that to heat this thing, and then we get our pasteurized sawdust. So the essence for that is actually to kill many of the microbes inside that will compete with the mushrooms. So that's what we do. And also the wood ash that comes from it is what we use for our production also. So we have a lot of rooms where we allow them to stay and colonize. It takes roughly about 30 to 45 days for it to fully colonize. So you can see this is a sawdust. These are like the seeds which were introduced into it. And so the seed starts expanding from the seed. The mycelium starts expanding from the seed into the sawdust. As you can see, this is like an example of a bag that is ready to fruit. So once you tear it, you start spraying water, you are done, you start fruiting mushrooms. So that's just basically what we've done. So I want to thank CSAAE for this opportunity. I think they've made this very impact in me, and not just in me also, because I employ about 5 people currently working at the farm, and also other people indirectly. So as we expand, as we grow our business, we'll also be employing other people. But not just that, we're also producing an affordable source of mushroom for Nigerians. So you see that this impact is going wide and far. So I want to thank CSAAE for this opportunity, not just for me, but for other people that it is helping through this project. So I want to wish CSAAE a happy anniversary, and I want to say feel free to attend this farm. Whenever you're in Imo State, in Nigeria, in Imo State, or in Futo, you are welcome. Afrimuch is open for business. You are welcome to visit our farm to see one of the great impacts of CSAAE. Thank you very much.
My name is Samson Okolinta, and I'm CEO of PEFA Group, a conglomerate with interest in management consulting, in academic research, in property development, in food processing, and human resource development. I am using this opportunity to congratulate CSAAE on our 10th year anniversary. Wow, it's already 10 years. I joined CSAAE when I was about 16 years, and that was in 2014. And we were tasked with the responsibility of reading every Friday. We also tasked with the responsibility of initiating community development projects. So then I initiated PEF, which was known then to be a think tank with the aim of solving Nigeria's economic problem. 3 years later, that was in 2019, we got support from the center to scale PEF into PEFA, and today this is what we have. We've been able to build a solid brand in just 4 to 5 years. We've been able to grow our workforce from just 1 person in 2019 to over 9 to 10 employees. We've also been able to recruit distributors all over the country and of course outside Nigeria. I want to use this opportunity to congratulate CSAAE and CSAAE's founder, Father Godfrey, for the amazing work they've done. Thank you so much for investing in the youth. I am proud of what CSAAE is becoming, and I'm certain that my colleagues at the center and at NIL are also proud. We are certain about one thing, that will continue to make Africa a better place. Thank you so much.
Welcome to Development Primary School, Obibi, a place where dreams are nurtured and futures are built. But for years, this school faced a daunting challenge: a lack of classroom blocks. With inadequate facilities, students struggle to learn in an environment not conducive to education. This their situation called for urgent action. As part of its advocacy drive, CSAAE investigated how the lack of classroom blocks affected teaching and learning in this school.
My children supposed to be in this area. This is supposed to be their class. But because the building in fact, if you see it, you will see that it's have already collapsed. So they merge us the other side. They jam-pack us there. Both nursery 1, nursery 2, nursery 3, primary 1, primary 2, and primary 3. And it affects us in learning. A lot of things. In writing, in teaching, there are a lot of noise. The children cannot hear us very well because the next person is another class. The next person the teacher is teaching there and I am teaching. The children cannot be able to hear very well.
The mean to make a difference, the Center for Social Awareness, Advocacy and Ethics created a documentary highlighting these challenges and sent it to the Federal House of Representatives member representing the community. Moved by the documentary, the representative took immediate action.
Okay, in line with your complaint, when you first met with me and complained about the structure, and I told you that I'm going to do something about it. With the leave of the Speaker of the 10th Assembly, we were able to secure an approval, for these projects. In fact, the second one is also supposed to start, but because they only have one structure they are going to use for now, so we had to finish this one first. Now that we've commissioned this, they will need to move to this first block, then we'll start working on the second one.
He built a standard 3-classroom block for the students, transforming their learning environment and promising to do more. Today, the students of Development Primary School Obibiezina have renewed sense of hope and enthusiasm for learning thanks to the power of advocacy.
So how do you feel?
We are very, very happy.
So happy it is of an immense joy that our several years of yearning for a structure that will accommodate our children have started.
Very, very happy. We're excited. The entire community were very, very happy.
We are putting our school in a very big and beautiful environment that beautify this place. By next academic year, more children, more learners will be registered with us because of the new structure.
At the Center for Social Awareness, Advocacy and Ethics, we believe in the power of advocacy to create lasting changes. Join us as we transform more communities and impact more lives. For further inquiries on how to do so, email info@csaincorporated.org or check the details on the screen. Esther Maju for C Advocate. Subscribe to our channel at C Advocate TV and follow us on all social media platforms at CSAAE.
Founder of a startup fashion brand known as Michael Oshama, which is currently based in Nigeria, and I'm also an international flight attendant. I got to know about the Center for Social Awareness, Advocacy and Ethics Incorporated in 2018 when I was an undergraduate, my first level in the university. I got to know about the organization through Mata Ebiale and Caleb Asuko. They came into our lecture hall one morning and gave a brief introduction about the organization, their mission, vision, and values. And at that point, everything resonated with me, and I knew that that was where I belonged. Before I officially became a member of the organization, I started working with Mata Ebiale on her community development project, which involved sensitizing young girls about sanitary pad and menstrual hygiene. During my first year in university, I had no clear direction of where I was going, what I wanted to do, or what I wanted in the future. I had no specific aspiration, but the turning point came for me during the 2018 Foundation Conference in Abuja, when we were asked to present our 5-year and 10-year goals to Father Gospel during our one-on-one meeting with him, and I felt completely lost because I had no idea what to do or how to go about it. During my meeting with Father Gospel, he asked about my skills and interests, and I mentioned that I could make crafts from Ankara fabric. This is a skill that I learned from my mother, and he suggested that I could teach people how to make this craft on YouTube. Initially, I started a YouTube channel to teach people how to create beautiful crafts from Ankara fabric. My involvement with CSAAE had taken me to various functions across different states in Nigeria, and this travel really broadened my perspective about life. Meeting diverse people and learning about their cultures in Nigeria ignited a deep passion for traveling in me. The passion to travel led me to aspire to become a flight attendant because I wanted to see the world, and I applied for various international flight attendant positions when I was in my final year. And I still remember vividly when I was invited to Dubai for my final interview, and I was supposed to transit through Lagos, and at the time Father Gospel was in Lagos, so I met with him briefly before my departure, and he counseled me, supported me with some cash, so generous of him, and that cash was able to help with my feeding and transportation during my stay in Dubai. Today, I am an international flight attendant, traveling the world and living my dream, thanks to CSAAE for planting the seed of exploration in me. Additionally, I am also building my startup fashion brand, which the organization have recently supported financially. The organization has taught me the importance of accountability, and one day I hope to give back to this organization that have impacted my life in a positive way. Happy 10th anniversary to CSAAE, and God bless the founders and the members of this organization. Thank you very much.
Hello, good afternoon everyone. My name is Caleb Anyanwu, and I want to congratulate CSAAE on its 10th year anniversary. I want to thank CSAAE for giving the opportunity to intern at their office for the past 2 months now, and it has impacted me both professionally and personally. It has been a life-changing encounter for me. Also, I've been able to manage projects and activities that has grown my portfolio. I want to also thank CSAAE for providing opportunity for young people in our communities. It's what makes CSAAE different from other NGOs. As a student of entrepreneurship and innovation, I've been able to gain industrial work experience that I didn't get in school. Over time, I have grown from a newcomer to somewhat of a professional, and I've met new people, met connections, and I've grown professionally. When I mean professional, I mean from a shy young boy to someone that can speak confidently. And I hope CSAAE continues in this approach to its development, leadership, and this commitment to ethics. And I believe that I can contribute to CSAAE's vision.
I am Ambassador Francis Oreki. I'm a Global Youth Ambassador of the SDGs. I'm also the President Network of Effective African Leaders, a subsidiary of the Center for Social Awareness, Advocacy and Ethics. I'm a realtor, and I'm also a civil servant. I joined Center for Social Awareness, Advocacy and Ethics a couple of years ago, that's 9-10 years ago. When a friend brought it to my attention, I keyed into the vision because they have the vision of building young people who are passionate about becoming a great and ethical leaders in the African continent. It drives my passion because this is what I've wanted to be all my life, becoming a very strong ethical capacity leader. And I must say that ever since I've joined the organization, based on the challenges, personal challenges I used to have, in terms of good network, in terms of getting opportunities, in terms of being motivated in my visional drive, I've never been so pushed, personally, based on my own personal capacity. But ever since I joined the center, based on their mentorship programs, their leadership development programs, and basically most of the CDP, that's the community development project we've done, these have motivated my strength. These have built my capacity in becoming a very strong ethical leader. I remember back in the days when I used to have a fidgeting spirit in terms of being a public speaker, standing in the public to speak. I used to have that fidgeting, shivering, spirit. But the mentorship I've gained from the Center for Social Awareness, Advocacy and Ethics has built me to be a very strong and a very capacity leader, and which I give the center an approach to that. Well, one good thing that the center have, provided for young people is good mentorship. They have done that marvelously well in terms of their trainings, in terms of their creating opportunities, both job opportunities, abroad opportunities, and thereabout. Most of the people in the center have traveled out of the country because of the opportunity they have gained from the center. So it is a unique thing, I must say. Well, where I look to see the center in the next 10 years, the next 10 years from now is a huge year. I believe that, I remember vividly when we wanted to join the organization asked us to write a 10 years plan of what we want to be if we happens to be the Nigerian president, if we happens to be a Nigerian president. I remember what we wrote. So in line with that, I would say that I'm looking at seeing the center in a very high esteemed community hub in the next 10 years. Not just that, I'm also looking at seeing the center, in terms of expansion, a heavier expansion, not just where they are today, because I believe that they have worked so hard to be where they are today. Because in the center, we have series of subsidiaries that are doing so well, and series of trainings that, that are impacting in people's life in different dimensions. So I believe that in the next 10 years, the center will expand more. Bravo to the center and congratulations to the center. This is 10 years of togetherness, and togetherness we will move forward. Togetherness we will make the center more greater and greater. Bravo to Center for Social Awareness, Advocacy and Ethics. Congratulations.
Good morning, everyone. I am Michael Ifeanyichukwu Obala, and I am a Catholic seminarian. Today, I join many to extend my heartfelt gratitude to CSAAE on her 10th anniversary. I thank this organization and institution for all the work she is doing to impact in the lives of Nigerians, and especially in the lives of Nigerian youths like myself. As I thank and congratulate CSAAE, I want to especially also congratulate Father Goswell Obagwa. He gave birth to CSAAE, and he has continued to nurture this noble organization with his resources, with his time, with his commitment, with his effort, and with his life. I came in contact with CSAAE either 2020 or 2021, I'm not so sure. Within that time, CSAAE organized an online intellectual debate on the morality or immorality of COVID restrictions. I was privileged to be part of that debate. I was privileged to participate, and I was privileged to also win the first prize with my contestant also. In this time, that debate gave me a very noble opportunity to grow in mind, to grow in thought, to grow in self-projection, and to increase my self-esteem. It helped me in no small measure, even though at that time it might have been considered a little debate, but it was not little for me. More than just the opportunity to grow, to exchange ideas, I also won a prize. It was a financial prize, and at that time it was very helpful for me, a young, struggling human being or seminarian that I was that time, and that I still am actually. So I want to, on this note, also extend my deep congratulations to CSAAE, and ever since then I have also had a personal contact and relationship with Father Goswell, and I really must say that Father Goswell is an educator, he is a father, and he is really concerned with committing to the lives of our youths. And on this note, I want to once again congratulate CSAAE, as I thank her for all the work she's doing in impacting in the lives of our youths, and in ensuring that our youths grow in faith, that they grow in thoughts, that they grow in values, and that they remain impactful in their lives, in the lives of the community, in the lives of thank CSAAE, I congratulate her, and I encourage her never to relent. I also thank once again Father Gospel Abagwa for all the work he's doing, for his effort, his love, his commitment. Father, I am very grateful, and I know that we, the youth, whose lives you have touched through this your institution, we are also very grateful. May God bless you, and may you never relent in the good work you are doing for the youths, the good work you are doing for Nigerian families, the good work you are doing for the Nigerian nation. Once again, thank you, Father Gospel. Congratulations, Father Gospel.
Being part of this incredible journey since 2013 has been one of the most rewarding experiences of my life. I am deeply grateful to the Center for Social Awareness, Advocacy and Ethics, CSAAE, for its unwavering commitment to the development of our nation, Nigeria. I was attracted by CSAAE's vision. I was excited to see an organization that said it wanted to create a better society where all can find support and encouragement to work hard, live in dignity and feel proud to belong. And I was hooked. I'd remember the first time when I heard about CSAAE. My elder sister, who was schooling at the University of Benin at the time, came home for summer break and she brought back the first flyer. So I took up the task to apply. I made my application. After some screening, I was selected. I was invited to come to Owerri for the first foundation conference. I was a student of University of Jos at that time, and so I had to make a journey of over 15 hours by road to come to Owerri, a city I had never been to before, and I traveled all by myself. This 10 years anniversary is a testament of the work we have done, impacting lives, accelerating change, and making our society better. I am forever grateful to the founder and executive director of CSAAE, who, by the way, has been my mentor since 2013 when I joined CSAAE as a 16-year-old. Reverend Father Dr. Gospel Abagwa, I'm very grateful to you for your guidance over the years, for teaching me, for holding me by the hand, and helping me to learn all I needed to. There were days when I cried. Oh yes, I cried. There were days when Father insisted that I must get it right. And now that I look back, I'm grateful that I actually persevered. And today, I've grown in the organization from being a volunteer to occupying part-time positions, to being a temporary staff, a full-time staff, and now I'm occupying the position of Chief Operating Officer. I think that's a very huge success story for Father Gospel. It means that the CSAAE model is working, and I am so happy to be a part of it. I'll not forget to mention all the amazing people, young people especially, who I've met on this journey. Davidson, Michelle, those who have worked with me very closely in the office, those who belong to our leadership network. I'm also grateful to all our effective leadership program mentors, all our board members, Father Vincent Arisuku, Dr. Wakama, Dr. Eziugu, Chief Olushola Abwachi, Mr. James Elekwachi, Mr. Cheloka Okonkwo, Ms. Donna Safko, Mr. Dubem Abakoba, Steve Kirsch, Patty Rubin, Mr. Uzo Onimechi, Dr. Ruth, Dr. Ajoke, Father Jude, Mr. Chris Nnakwe, Mr. Victor Peters, Professor Chuku, Professor Bongo Adi, Dr. Kurawa, Mr. Alex Ugwezwonu, Professor Ochasi, Dr. Njide, Dr. Okolowan, Dr. Anya Dike, Mr. Austin Wanko, our cybersecurity trainer, Mrs. Abimbola, Dr. Uchenna Eko, and all the amazing persons who have contributed to CSAAE in one way or the other. I am deeply grateful to you. All the members of CSAAE are deeply grateful to you for your labor of love and your contribution to the development of Nigeria. Thank you, God. Thank you to everyone who has made this vision possible. Happy 10 years anniversary.
Hi, good afternoon. So I'm smiling, I'm laughing because this is about my 4th or 5th attempt at recording this video. Not because I do not know what to say, but because I seem not to find the appropriate words to properly describe how I feel doing this. I'm delighted. Even right now, I still can't find those words. Words continue to fail me. But I like to say that it gives me joy to celebrate with CSAAE on this momentous occasion of their 10th year anniversary. As a person, I have benefited a lot from CSAAE in many ways that I can even count. That's why I just don't know where to start. July, August last year, when I was just scrolling through Facebook and adverts for a scholarship, free online scholarship, or free scholarship actually, to learn core digital skills. I signed up, I got admitted, and CSAAE trained me for free. On that free, courtesy of CSAAE. This, by the way, is an initiative under the CSAAE programs. So that was my first major contact with CSAAE, and believe me when I say that learning those skills has contributed in no small way to the person I am now. Before, how do I say it? I was almost not sure of the path to follow. I had this career crisis, a lot of ideas in my head, CSAAE, my contact with CSAAE helped to sharpen my focus. Learning those skills helped me, and coming also from almost a total beginner or novice into tech, it was like where do I start? But the training was smooth. Was a smooth transition for me into tech, and 1 year after, here I am doing this, So personally, it gives me joy to celebrate with CSAAE for that particular reason. And not just that, I grew from being a discipliner, a scholarship beneficiary, to being a staff at CSAAE. Okay, now that's another transition, okay? That's another transition. But it was all possible because of the vision, of the mission of CSAAE. Yes. You see, I work as a staff at CSAAE. I am happy that my services here at CSAAE are helping to make the world a better place, improving lives and changing communities. So thank you for that, Gospel. Thank you, CSAAE, and a very, very happy anniversary. And this is me inviting all of you, everyone, to our anniversary celebration. So join us, celebrate with us, and this is toasting. Oh, there is no glass. Toasting to the next decade, to the next phase of wonderful things to come. Up CSAAE, congratulations.